Hi everyone, welcome to Workshop Wednesday. Today I have a lot of stuff to cover. Sorry, I was just looking outside. I seen something crawling along the grass, but it's a bird. Anyhow, welcome to Workshop Wednesday. I'm finally back live. I was 3 weeks in California, 2 weeks in Indiana, got home last Wednesday night, almost, well, might as well say Thursday morning, and I started creating right away. So I have a lot of stuff to cover today. Today's video is probably going to be long, but first of all, our mini catalog is live now. I can show you the things inside, and there's so many exciting things. I will share some of my favorites with you, but I have some catalogs that I'm mailing out today, and if you still need one, let me know and I will get it out to you. Second of all, when you share my video, whether you share my video here on Facebook or in YouTube, you'll be entered into a drawing for a prize. Last week's prize was a box of cards and some gems. So the winner was Wendy Kennedy. So Wendy, I'll be getting that out to you today when I go to mail the catalogs. This week, I'm going to have two prizes too. So I'll draw a name for two, and it's going to have, this box has 5 of my projects that the last like 5 projects I've done. So here's that fold up card box with the 3 cards from last week. There's this lotion box that I had made. There's the other one that I put the turtles in. There's another box inside of this box. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projects. Both boxes will have all 5 projects already made up for you, so you can use and give out. All you have to do is share my video, and I'll put your name into the drawing. So again, Wendy is this week's winner. I'm gonna have 2 for this week. Sorry, I dropped Wendy's stuff. So another thing, I finally got some more of the glue holders that I use to put my liquid glue in these. So I'm offering my adhesive packs again. The colors will vary what you have, but this comes with dimensionals, mini glue dots, Stampin' Seal refill, liquid glue, the clear bag with my logo, and of course the glue holder. So these are $40. All you have to do is message me and let me know that you want one. I move that aside. I gotta keep moving stuff aside. Like I said, there's a lot to cover today. So this month, Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial, it's a 23-page tutorial, and we do watercoloring. All of us chose to do the watercolor technique. Look how bright that cover is. So many cool projects. Here's a sneak peek at mine. I love doing this watercolor, and we're doing watercoloring today, so that's going to be fun. So to get your hands on this, just spend $35 in my online store and I will send it to you. Like I said, it's a 23-page tutorial, all watercolor projects. We all did something different. So that's another special for this month only. Now I have my, out of the new mini catalog that went live today, this is the Tricks and Treats bundle. So if you like doing Halloween goodies, treat packages, this class is for you. So this class, you're gonna use the bundle in it. You're gonna make this little cute little box that these dies, the dies make this box. And inside of mine, I put a a pumpkin. It's a caramel apple pumpkin, Russell Stover. You can put that in it. This one showcases our glow-in-the-dark paper. This is so cool. And I tested it to see if you could stamp on it. And yes, you could stamp on it. So this is another project. And let me untie it to show you what's inside. So inside of it holds 2 Reese's pumpkins. My hand's right over the pumpkin, but you can put 2 of these Reese's or anything else you would like to go in there. My other project is this. This is the gift card holder box, the scallop one. I will put the gift card holder in your kit, but you won't need it. What I put, look at how cute those candy corns are. I put a package of the Harvest candy corns, and I put the ghost and Boo on the front, and it fits inside the box. I didn't want to have to untie that, so here's another project. I show you how to make a sugar skull out of Mr. Frankenstein, and that's because we have a Butterfinger skull inside of it. So again, I have all these inside of mine. You could put whatever you want inside of yours. Here's another little tiny box, and it holds 4 Dove chocolates in it. I don't want to tip it over too much. And my last project is, these are our new nested boxes. I put one of each characters on it. And, oops, my Boo just came unglued. I've had these all over. So inside my box, I have a pair of socks. So these socks I got for $1 at Walmart. And look, I have another pair here with the ghost. So for this class, you'll get all the materials to make the 6 projects. Plus, you'll get my PDF tutorial. So I have the step-by-step instructions for you on each project. You will get a spool of the Parakeet Party metallic ribbon. You'll get a new package of the new glow-in-the-dark bats and ghosts. You'll get 1 sheet of the glow-in-the-dark paper, although you only need a little section for the ghosts. You will get a half a pack of the Them Bones DSP, and I will cut it in 6x12. And I believe that's it. So for all of that, that's option number 1, it's $88. Option number 2 does not have the bundle in it. You'll get everything else, just no stamps and dies, but you will need them to put your projects together. That'll be $38. So that's option number 2. And then option number 3, as always, is my PDF tutorial for $15. I sell my tutorials for $15. So option 3 is a tutorial for $15. Option 2 is $38. That does not include the stamps and dies. And then for $88, you get the stamps and the dies. So I hope that's clear. I will have, registration is gonna open on Friday, but those of you that are my email subscribers, you already got an email on it yesterday and you can already register. I've had a few of you already register, so I appreciate that. But that's a perk of joining my email list. So I'm gonna show you a couple of, 4 stamp sets, 5's one of them that we're using, out of the mini that are my favorites. This one's a rustic crate, and then it has dies to go with it. It's hard not to try and have these fall out. I have not created with this, but this is my next one to create with. Sending Cheer. This is another one I have not created with. And it's got the dies as well. Bag of Bones, another one I haven't created with. You're probably like, well, what have you been creating? I've been creating other stuff. So Bag of Bones, and it's got some dies in there as well. And another Christmas Merry and Bright. I did create something with this, but I'm not ready to show it. And I have, the Tricks and Treats that I just showed you with my class. I created the class. Today we're going to be using the Autumn Leaves bundle. I love fall. I'm so ready for fall that I decorated my house all fall yesterday. So it has some dies, but I have the dies pulled out that we're going to use today. And one of my favorite set of dies are now there's rectangle circles. Look how big this one is. I'm not sure what I think it's like 5.5. 5.5 by 5.5. It's a nice big circle. That's another favorite dies of mine. But today we're going to do watercoloring, so it's going to take a little bit, but we are going to get through this. This is our card that we're going to be making. Look how pretty that is. And again, if you want the PDF tutorial for it with the step-by-step instructions and the video link, just join my email. And I have this piece of I laminated my grid paper. So I have this one because we're going to do watercoloring. So we want to make sure that we have something protected. And I was going to tape it down, but I don't think I'm going to tape it down because I'm going to have to remove it in a bit. So we're going to use one piece of the Fluid 100 watercolor paper. And we are going to tape it down because it's going to get wet and it's going to warp. So this tape that I'm using, you can use washi tape. This is like a Post-it tape that I ordered from scrapbook.com. You want to make sure you have a piece of paper towel handy. Maybe pour it over, fold it over. I'm going to move these pieces. We are going to use some re-inkers. And we're going to use Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, and Old Olive. We're going to need a water painter and a clear block. My poor blocks are dirty. So let's go ahead and put a few drops, making sure you guys are in the camera, of Cajun Craze. Sometimes these re-inkers, the ink goes a long way. Crushed Curry and Old Olive. I might have to add some more crushed curry because I'm going to use it on both parts. So what we want to do first is we're going to saturate this watercolor paper. Oops, you can tell I didn't clean my water painter very well, but that's okay because I'm using the crushed curry. So this paper, we want it to get really saturated. So just squeeze it, put some, you know, a lot of water on there. The bottom, we might have to add some more because we're going to do the green at the bottom. Okay. So you could probably actually make this thinner, the tape just to barely holds it. But we're going to start with Cajun Craze. So I'm going to put a couple of drops, well, 2 or 3 drops, mix that around to dilute it, and then we're just going to add some drops. Just squeeze and squeeze, and then you can just brush around. And have you guys done watercoloring before? So I'm going to clean my brush out somewhat. That's why you need paper towel. You might need a lot of paper towel. But now we're going to go with the crushed curry. Like I said, our tutorial this month has got the watercolor projects. So we're just going to blend that crushed curry in. So can you already see these colors looking like leaves? I have a little bit of crushed curry, so I'll add some more of the Cajun Craze in there. All right, so now we are, can anyone do me a favor and just comment if you haven't already so that I can see? I don't see any comments. And I'm probably on the wrong page or something, who knows, with me. Or maybe let me refresh so I could see if I see any comments. Okay, so now we're going to do the Old Olive. And put some, oh, see, over here, I should have watered it, but it's okay. It's just going to be a little bit darker. I should have saturated it some more because it probably dried while I was doing the others. So we're going to go back and we're going to add some crushed curry. Clean this inker out. And it's okay if it gets mixed because it's not like we're using our pads. We're just going to add some yellows in there. All right, so I think our watercolor looks good. Do you guys like that? So you can use your heat tool to dry this. I'm going to put this on here so we don't spill this all over. So you can use your heat tool to dry it. But before we dry it, I have my salt shaker. And this is the only salt shaker I have. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grind mine on here. And this is just going to, see that bubbling effect? It's just going to add some more texture to the watercolor. See that? You can see how it's all bubbling up. It's just going to give us some texture. So I have this grinder. You can use regular coarse salt. I probably could have took this apart and took the coarse salt out and sprinkled that. Or you can use your regular fine table salt, whatever. It's going to work fine, whatever one you use. So now we would just set this aside and let it dry, or you can use your heat tool. So I already have one done. For the magic of video. So as you can see, my salt is still on there. So I did have a business card somewhere so that I could scrape that salt off, but we can just rub it off. And actually, this has been sitting for a while, so it might be a little bit. You're going to have, look, you have some pretty colored salt afterwards, too. But see why I try to make my strips a little bit thinner, because there's not going to be any color in them. So you can use a credit card or whatever, just your hand. I did have one of my business cards. I feel like there's still some on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to die cut the pieces that we need. I have salt all over. It's not the most cleanest project, but hi, Janet. I'm glad you are watching. So now we're going to do our die cut. I can see the comments, so good. So for this card, we're going to need a big, I'm calling these maple leaves, because they remind me of a maple leaf. So we're going to need one big maple leaf. So we can do that one there. We're going to need a medium or small maple leaf, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to need one of these little leaves as well. And as far as the green goes, we're going to need a big one of these. I'm just going to call this a leaf because I don't know what to call it. And we are going to need one of these like medium-sized ones. And we're going to need two of these. I'm going to have to run it through again because it only comes with two. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the two small. And then I'll need another small. Look, I got brand new plates for you guys too. My other ones were pretty bad shape. All right, so we will just die cut those. And now look how pretty they are. I went crazy with my watercoloring. I'll show you how many pieces I end up cutting out. If I can get these, this is the thing about new plates. They're so new that everything's sticking to them. this one, this one. Let me move all these out of the way. I think I took all the, oh, this one. There we go. And I need one more of these. So I need one more of these in green. So we could do the green here. Move it. And then we're gonna need one of these banner pieces. And then I did it inside the, let's do this way. So we have a little bit of all the colors. All right, so then we're just gonna die cut those. Easy peasy, right? And doesn't it just look amazing, the colors? Where's my little poker to get this piece out? Okay, so I'm going to change my plates out, but look at all the that you still have, all the material that you still have left to make some more. Look how crazy I went. I was just playing around and I was die cutting all kinds of stuff because I thought they looked so pretty and realistic. So I'm going to change my plates real quick because we're going to need a 5 1/4 by 4. Let me measure this to make sure. We're going to emboss it. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. Since I have the cut and emboss machine out, I wanted to do this. So we have to change our plates. I'm using the Timber 3D embossing folder. And we're just gonna put this in there like that. Change our plate, add this one. Oops. And in case you don't know, put the seam side in first. Change our plates and just roll that one through. And there is that. Okay, I'll get this out of the way and bring my trimmer back in because now we're gonna need our card base. So our card base is gonna be, I always do 4 1/4 by 11. You could do it the other way, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And then we're gonna just score this at 5 1/2, or you can fold it in half. That's the halfway mark. So right there. So I'm gonna, where did I do my bone folder? Burnish those lines. And here's our embossed piece with the timber 3D embossing folder. And we're gonna add this to the card base with some dimensionals. 3, 4, 5 dimensionals. And that's just to pop it up. Oops, I took that one off already. And we'll just layer that right there like that. Okay, so now with our leaves, we're gonna do some stamping only on the big ones. But look at how, I really like how those, look at the colors on those. I bet you if I went outside, I could probably find some, maybe. So let's grab our stamps and our ink. Oh, we need that one later. I was like, why do I have that one out? So let me grab a piece of scratch paper so I don't get ink on my surface, because this one is not going to fit all the way. So this is Cajun Craze that I'm going to put on here, and we're just going to put like the veins in the leaf and see how this is going to hang off. So I didn't want to stamp my workspace. And there's that one. And let's get the old olive, and we're gonna use the old olive on the big green one. Oops, I could have left my Cajun Craze out because we're gonna stamp our sentiment. So this is old olive, and we're just gonna have this one go right inside there. And I'm going to grab the Cajun Praise again, because we are going to stamp I'm Thankful on the banner. Right, like so. All right. So I think that's all our stamping. Now we can assemble our card. So what I did is I'm just going to layer them on however you like. Make sure I'm doing it the right direction. It was funny, I just was sorting through my cards and I found one that I had did the wrong way. It opened the opposite. And then after that, I'm just gonna like layer them, so you could put them down first to see how you would like them. And then you can add dimensionals. So we're gonna put this one over here. Let's add our sentiment. This is, like I said, I'm so ready for fall. I put all my fall decorations out yesterday. My neighbors probably thought I was cuckoo because I was putting fall flowers on my porch, and they're like, it's still blazing hot out here, lady. But I'm sure I'm not the only. I know all my friends in Texas are like, is this heat ever gonna go away? But as long as you stay in the inside AC, you're okay. All right, so those are our leaves, and you can like bend them up to make them look realistic. You can always use your bone folder and like round them. So this one, we're gonna put this guy right here where the leaf is kind of on the tag. But see, you can bend them. And we can do, let's do the same with this one. Kind of bend it up. I could have did the bone folder on those too. Oops. And I might have put that one a little bit. My dimensional. And one more. I wanted these leaves to kind of look like they were falling leaves. Which way should I go? This is the way I did the other one. But, you know, you could use your bone folder. I should have did them ahead of time to make them more real. You could actually even crumble them to make them look real. And now I'm going to use this copper. This is in the new catalog. This is copper and natural ribbon pack. So I'm going to use the copper. And we're just going to tie a bow. This copper ribbon is pretty slippery though. And you have to just keep working at it to make it, see what I mean? It's slippery. You just have to keep working at it and to tighten your bow tight till you get the size you want. I think that's tight enough. It actually worked better for me this time than last time. And we'll just snip it and snip it. And with a mini glue dot or two, depending how well you want it to stick. And we're gonna put it right here at the bottom of that maple leaf. And we are going to add, these are in the new catalog. So everything pretty much I'm using is from the new catalog. And these ones are called adhesive backed speckled dots. The colors are Mossy Meadow, Moody Mauve, Crumb Cake, and Copper Clay. We are going to use the Crumb Cake. And I will use a big one over here. Have you used your new Take Your Pick tool, Janet? This is one of my favorite tools. So we're going to put another one. Janet just got to take your pick tool herself. Oops. And I went and got my putty on there. So look at how pretty that card is. Who's ready for fall? Isn't that gorgeous? Now we're not done. We have a piece of 5 1/4. Take your pick tool, it keeps rolling in here. And this is going to go on the inside because, again, this is a dark card base. I like to put white in. So we're going to use this, the maple leaf stamp. And I'm using crushed curry. Did I do it full strength? I did do it full strength. I did it full strength, but I think I want to stamp off. I want it a little bit light. And we're not fitting it all the way on, just part of it. And there's our, you know what? I have still some salt under there. I don't know if I could restamp this where I didn't get it dark enough. But not bad. Again, it looks natural. And then I'm going to use this because we're going to use the stamp that says to have you as a friend. So it's, I'm thankful to have you as a friend. And yes, this is upside down, so don't stamp it upside down. And this is such a tiny stamp. To have you as a friend, but there's a die that'll cut that comes in this set, this bundle. There'll be a set. So we will add that to the inside. Where's my stamp and seal? Stamp and seal. Stamp and seal. And we will just add this right inside here. Just like that. And there's our card. How do you like that? Look at that watercolor. And like I said, all this material that you still have left, you can make a few more cards, do different designs. But this is one of my favorite bundles that I'm working with right now. I've already created a class. Once I'm done with my Halloween class, I'll be offering the this class, the Autumn Leaves. So thank you so much for joining me. Be sure and check out the new catalog. I did post the link on my Facebook page so you can view the digital copy. And if you do need a hard copy, let me know and I'll get them out. Try to let me know as soon as possible because I'm going to be heading to the post office in a bit and I can get it out to you. All right, everybody, thanks so much. It was fun being back live with you, finally home. And be sure and join me next week. Take care. Bye, everyone.